and you can go ahead and see if you're able to connect it to your what you call it too. Hey y'all, let's do this.
Welcome, welcome, welcome to CJ Said It YouTube channel. Go ahead, subscribe, like, and let's get ready to talk about it all.
It's a brand new feeling for me, natural healing for me. I think you was meant for me. Yeah, I found me, and now I found you, and now there's nothing in this world that we can't do. Like a brush, all your emotions really came smooth. Open canvas on my love, trying to paint through. Now there's nothing to deny. Let our feelings just go.
Turn it up, pass the track straight to fucking Monkey Man, burn it up.
Cross my heart, I never cross the plug. I'm game related like Dewberry and C-Dub. So let's talk about it, TMB with Monkey Man. Stop playing games, boy, stay in your own lane. Beating on my chest like a fucking 8. Oklahoma all the way to the H. Body rock, south side, what you talking about? Echoes home, 4-4, that's the north side. Holla at that bar, bands full of slam side. Mike and Brett, that's a domino effect. You must be loco if you think you in the weather circles. I'm in the trip, but I don't see no TV. It's that boy Monkey Man and that Mike D. On a coffee run early morning with my peeps. Bitch, I'm monetized on YouTube in the street. Somebody call it Zoo, cause Monkey Man, I
So I guess I'm on my Monkey Man shit, Monkey Man shit, Monkey Man shit, ayy. So I guess I'm on my Monkey Man shit, Monkey Man shit, Monkey Man shit, ayy. Moving through the jungle, I can fuck with no fake niggas. Only fuck with real nigga, yeah, you know the deal, nigga. Ayy.
Yo, man, this a hit.
Ooh la la la. Ooh la la la. You made me go. Ooh la la la. It's a brand new feeling for me, natural healing for me. I think you was meant for me. Ooh la la la. It's a brand new feeling for me, natural healing for me. I think you was meant for me. I found my purpose. The feelings that I have is for certain, and now.
All right, salute everybody. Grand Rising is still before noon. So today I'm waiting on Monkey Man and Lily D to get back in here. I hope you guys can hear me. Okay. So today we are going to finish out what we had started talking about in the month of December, which is, are you the problem? And I'm sorry it took me so long to go ahead and get on here, but I was trying to download some shorts to show you guys. But what I'm going to do is actually just stream it from my laptop and let you all see it from there, and we'll have the discussion. Hey y'all.
What's the deal?
How y'all doing today?
What's happening?
All right, can y'all hear me okay?
Yeah.
All right. Hey BX, salute. All right, y'all, I'm gonna change my headset really quick. So I was just letting everybody know that sorry it took me so long to get on here. I was trying my best to edit the shorts and have them to where I could actually play them from the phone, but y'all know I'm not that tech savvy, so I'm gonna have that done the next time. But today I'm gonna literally play it from my laptop. Hopefully sound and quality would be okay. We'll do a little test run here. So before we start the discussion, I have a few videos that I'm gonna play, and we're just piggybacking on, am I the problem? Are you the problem? And today I found some interesting videos and that's going to take us back to the childhood aspect and understanding how childhood trauma definitely does affect you as an adult. And so the objective is, after we watch a couple of these clips, if we really are truly able to identify with what a real what the real answer to that question is, as far as being a part of the problem in the different types of relationships or settings we choose to put ourselves in. So really quick, y'all, hold on, let me switch this out. I'm gonna run a little interference here real quick. 1 second.
I think you was meant for me. Ooh la la la, it's a brand new feeling for me. Natural healing for me. I think you was meant for me. Yeah, I found me, and now I found you, and now there's nothing in this world that we can't do. Like a brush, all your emotions really came smooth. Open canvas on my love, trying to paint through. Now there's nothing to deny. Let our feelings just go.
All righty, can y'all hear me okay?
Yeah, Lily D.
Yes.
Quick question. Are you searching for that dude you left on top of the roof tied up in there?
First of all, I'm gonna start with you because I told TJ yesterday, tell him to stay out of Reed's wigs. Thank you.
She did too. She was like, I'm gonna get him, because he always be he clowning me right now about that. I'm gonna call Reed and tell Reed, tell Monkey Man to stay out your wigs, please.
I was
Oh,
not
goodness.
searching for that ragged ass.
Okay. All right, y'all. So I'm gonna play the first one here, and this one is really short. But let me see. Y'all, it's not gonna, I don't, oh, I can. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm tripping. Hold on. Let me turn my camera around. Y'all, please don't judge me, because I am definitely still learning how to work things out. Mirror my camera. Is it mirror the camera, or is it switch it around?
Oh, you know what? You're gonna have to go in your settings and go to camera, and it'll show you where you can flip your back camera. Like, you know how you flip your camera? It'll show you where you can go to the back camera. So go in the settings.
Okay, I just did it. I literally just did it. Okay, all right. So let's see. Let's make sure it's working. There we go. All right. Can y'all see that?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So here we go. We're going to play the first one. And again, our subject today to finish out our series, and are you the problem? So we're going back to childhood trauma and to figure and to see how it affects adults. So here's the first video. And y'all let me know if the volume is okay. 1 second. That ain't what we're trying to do. Here we go. Oh, never mind. Hold on, y'all. I got to play the other one because it's telling me that one requires a subscription. Okay, this is...
If you grew up feeling invisible or believing that you were a burden, here are 2 common ways that could impact you as an adult. You either people please through every interaction with the sense that you need to earn your right to be present, or maybe you grace people with your absence. So you don't call or stay for a chat because in your mind, no one really wants to put up with you. Now understand that both scenarios can cause a deep cost. For a people pleaser, you live with an anxiety of trying too hard to be enough. Whereas on the other, your tendency to step back from people makes it hard to truly connect with anyone. So look for the symptoms and ask for help if required.
Okay, so real quick, could y'all understand what she was saying in that video?
I was just about to say, can we push one for English? No, I'm playing. Don't do that. Don't do that.
No bullshit. I thought I was on the phone with customer service.
Oh my
bullshit.
God, I cannot stand y'all. Okay.
I heard what she was saying. She was like being that from trauma, you try to please people sometimes, and I heard some of that. I ain't gonna lie.
Okay, but it was kind of hard to understand her accent.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Well, we'll try this last one here.
Come celebrate
Hold on.
Vivis's newest home furnishings destination, now open in Conroe. Explore a huge
of childhood affects your adult life. Childhood, the best time of our life. But some childhoods are painted with the darkest shades of abuse and trauma.
Can y'all hear it okay?
Even in our adult life. Hi there, and
Yes.
welcome to the Mind Journey. What happens when your childhood is messed up? What happens when a child is neglected or overprotected, abused, and abandoned? Abuse is a fertile ground for sprouting trauma, and these adverse childhood experiences can completely ravage our adult lives, from our relationships and career to our mental and physical health. Do your childhood memories keep you awake at night? In this video, we're going to look at how this childhood trauma can cause problems in adulthood. 11 ways childhood trauma affects us in adulthood. Number 1, you may develop mental health disorders. Researchers have observed childhood abuse and neglect can lead to anxiety disorders, depression, post-traumatic stress disorder, aggressive behavior, and suicidality in adults. You can also develop issues with cognition, memory, verbal communication, and concentration. Number 2, you may develop attachment issues. Multiple studies have shown that children who experience abuse and trauma tend to develop insecure attachment styles, which can negatively affect their adult relationships. So as an adult, we may develop reactive attachment disorder, or RAD, which can keep us from forming healthy attachments in close relationships.
Okay, so before we move on, like those first two, can either one of y'all identify with that or say that you may or may, say you may have experienced it knowingly or not knowingly?
Could you back it up? And I couldn't really understand one because I was stuck on two because I think I do have attachment issues.
Okay, so you want me to go back to the first one?
Yeah, just
All right.
the first one he said.
Okay, here we go.
You may develop mental health disorders.
So number 1 is mental health disorders.
Researchers have observed childhood abuse and neglect can lead to anxiety disorders, depression, post-traumatic stress disorder, aggressive behavior, and suicidality in adults. You can also develop issues with cognition, memory, verbal communication, and concentration. Number 2.
Okay, did you get it, or you need me to play it one more time?
No, because I know for sure I got communication problems and memory problems, but I think a lot of that came from drugs, so we ain't gonna, that's a whole nother damn story. But I know, like, even with anybody, I don't, you know how you can, what I'm trying to say, say you and your significant other have a disagreement.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how to have a disagreement conversation, if I'm saying it right, without raising my voice. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Sitting down and talk about it because shit, that's just an attitude. See, that's just an attitude I had all my life. Some of this shit I be thinking stem from hereditary. Like my father might have been like that because I never seen my mama like that. So I be thinking, well, maybe my father was like that, like very hostile when it come down to talking about certain situations, especially when them situations your fault, like my fault, something I have done. You know what I'm saying? And I know that I've done it, but my feelings and my ego get in the way to the point where I don't want to talk about it, or I get highly aggressive about it, if you understand what I'm saying. Like, so,
Right.
I forgot the second. See, that's the memory loss shit. The
No,
second
I'm gonna run it back. I'm gonna play it again. Hey Tay, welcome. We are as you know discussing does your childhood affect your childhood trauma affects you as an adult. And I want everybody to understand this is for learning purposes only. And also, the thing is, some of us may have never identified with childhood trauma. And so today, if anything is triggered or whatever, please feel free. I think Dolly has dropped some links or some information resources in the comments, just in case if you need to talk to somebody or whatever the case is, because it is a real thing when you actually start identifying trauma at any stage. So I just want everybody to be aware of that. So the first one, of course, they said that was abuse.
Mental disorder.
Mental disorder. Excuse me. The first one was mental disorder. And Lily D, did you have something to say before I played part 2?
No, yeah, I was going to say the anxiety part. I have bad anxiety, especially when it comes to confrontation at times with certain people.
Yeah,
I have bad anxiety from childhood trauma.
Right. Okay.
What they say, depression?
Yeah.
I don't think I have PTSD, but I do get some depression out of nowhere at times. And I just feel like it's like, what else is that?
Concentration.
Yeah,
like being able to concentrate.
Oh, not being able to concentrate, or being able to concentrate?
Not being able to concentrate at certain times, if you like interacting with people or whatever.
Oh yeah, you're right, because you had to play that video about 3 times and I lost. Baby, I was like, what? I zoned right on out.
right. But
yeah,
again, that's the way trauma works. Like it's just moments where you may hear something, a tone, or you may hear a word, or and in the mental is reminded of whatever that trauma is. So it's like a defense mechanism automatically. Oh, I can't concentrate on that. I can't zone in on that. I need to concentrate on this because I'm trying to stay centered. Or like you say, that anxiety kicks in and you got to go back and regroup and keep yourself together. Like that's a real thing.
Yeah, that's very real.
Yeah, I think whether you had a good childhood or a bad childhood, it's gonna be some mental. And this is my opinion. I think everybody got some type of mental disorder from their childhood.
Yeah.
Some type of way. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody just perfect. And a lot of it do stem from your childhood.
I agree. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and play.
They do say like narcissism can even come from being overly celebrated and overly not, being overly rewarded and this, that, and the other. So yeah, that
I agree with that.
Like a good childhood though, but they can still stem something.
Yeah, because narcissism, and that's what a lot of people. I had broke this down not too long ago. I'm gonna mute whoever that background is. Narcissism is, like you said, a person being overly not overly, excuse me, a person that is confident in themselves and thinks highly of themselves. The negative narcissistic is, like you said, it stems from them being used to being overly praised and everything being about them. So they don't know how to not do that. They'll turn every situation, everything into a moment about or for themselves. And then because they're so used to that attention and they have not dealt with the deep, because that isn't the thing is, why was that kid overly praised and why wasn't there a balance? Because that's wrong. Yeah, you can praise a kid for doing good or whatever, but then was there any what is the word, was there any guidance,
repercussions?
There you go. Was there any repercussions when they didn't do the right thing? Because like Monkey Man just said, nobody is perfect. So in every situation there definitely had to be a balance. And, as we all know, because I believe all of us are parents, there's no manual that comes with parenting, which is what we found out as adults. And that's why definitely I understand that, like Monkey Man said, a good parent, a bad parent. And I just believe it's just levels of what do you know, what are you learning. Now when we say bad parent, now if they just being neglectful and abusive, yeah, they got some issues that, you know, they definitely need to work out, because maybe they were abused. And when we know for a fact the abused, sometimes become the abuser when they don't get the necessary help or deal with the issues that they need to deal with. And I believe that's how those generational curses can kind of trickle on. So, and again, like I say, today we're identifying if childhood trauma can actually affect you as an adult. And I believe it does, especially if you don't deal with it. So I'm gonna go ahead and continue the video.
You may develop
We'll repeat number
attachment
2.
issues. Multiple studies have shown that children who experience abuse and trauma tend to develop insecure attachment styles, which can negatively affect their adult relationships. So as an adult, we may develop reactive attachment disorder, or RAD, which can keep us from forming healthy attachments in close relationships. Number 3.
Okay, I want to pause it right there because, ooh, child, that was just like, I've been both in relationships. I just identified with that. Like, I can start off with the wanting to be attached, but then once I'm triggered, or once I identify with something in that person, then I become the opposite, where I definitely will start like pushing away and damn near like sabotage it so I can run. Anybody else want to chime in? If y'all can identify with that one.
He said it's rad.
Yeah, he said rad.
Well, okay. Yeah, I didn't listen to the definition, but I heard what you said. So, I think it's his voice. I think he monotone.
What'd you say?
I think it's his voice throwing me off. He monotone. But yeah, no. Yeah, I have that. Well, I used to have that. I mean, I still probably got it, but I work harder on it. Why is there echo? Is it me?
No. I muted Monkey Man.
Oh, but yeah, that's definitely back then I used to be like that, but I still wanted to be attached though. So I would just detach mentally, but I'll still want to be attached physically because I ain't want to be alone. But now, no, hell no. I just block, like, stop talking.
Right. That and that's it in a nutshell. You just said it. Like, still want to be attached physically, but mentally, like, nah, I'm good. Yeah, I definitely. Oh, Monkey Man, he dropped down. He gonna get back up. He'll come back. Okay. There he is. Let's see.
That's that Wi-Fi he was talking about.
Thank you. Why he trying to talk about mine? That's that 12.
I'm trying to connect destinations around here.
So Tay or Monkey Man, before we play the next clip, do y'all like have anything you just identified with?
I might need you to play it again.
Okay, no problem.
I was echoing.
Yeah, no problem. Okay. All right, we're gonna start number
2, right?
Yep, number 2.
You may develop attachment issues. Multiple studies have shown that children who experience abuse and trauma tend to develop insecure attachment styles, which can negatively affect their adult relationships. So as a child, we may develop or RAD, which can keep us from forming healthy attachments in close relationships. Number 3.
Okay. But what does rad mean? What does that mean?
Let me look it up. Hold on.
Cause he just said it like we know. I think that's what he keeps over y'all.
He said it. Okay. So it's actually a disorder. Hold on. It says, what is reactive attachment disorder? Reactive attachment disorder is a condition where a child doesn't form healthy emotional bonds with their caretakers, parental figures, often because of emotional neglect or abuse at an early age. And so, again, like you said, oh, shoot, what happened? Wanting to, okay, there it is. Wanting to be someone to be in the present, but then maybe not having those emotional attachments, maybe not wanting a hug, maybe not wanting a kiss, maybe not wanting to hold hands. You get what I'm saying?
I did that towards my mama a lot. She'll be like, "Why you don't like to hug me?" Cause yeah,
But do you?
She even sat me down to have a conversation about it when I was younger.
So, I mean, so did you ever find out like why? Like, what is it?
Oh, it's because I ain't like her. Cause the way she would, you know, emotionally be manipulative.
Okay.
My answer, very real answer, is my bad. Hold on. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
All right, Veggie, backing off of what Lily D just said. All right, now, when I was younger, me and my mama relationship, it was not right. I was not loved properly. I had everything that I needed, but the love wasn't right. And it was very, very much so toxic. So as I've gotten older, because I wasn't hugged. I wasn't told I loved you a lot. I was not told I wasn't told any of that stuff. So I kind of missed that part. So now that I'm older, I'm not an affectionate person because of that. I'm working to try to fix it, but is that the easiest thing? Hell no. Nope. It's very hard. Imagine being 40 and you ain't been hugged a lot.
Right.
Is that shit weird to me? That's why sometimes when I get around some people and they wanna, that's what it is. I'm not weirded out that you want a hug. I'm weirded out that you want a hug on me because the people that was supposed to be hugging my ass wasn't doing it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my answer. So yes.
And mine was told the opposite.
Go ahead.
Mine was told the opposite. My mama would hug me, but it'd be after doing all the manipulation and stuff. So I'd be like, I don't want it.
No, I just wasn't getting it, period. I wasn't getting it during manipulation. I wasn't getting it during good times. I wasn't getting it during nothing. I wasn't getting none of that.
And it's crazy. Yeah. It's crazy for me because I, being the baby girl for so long, I got a lot of, hugs and love or whatever. But when the taking advantage part, you know how some young ladies get it taken advantage of at a young age. When that occurred to me, that is when I guess this other thing like kind of set up in me that now I'm looking at who like Tay said, when it comes from you, why do you want to hug me or whatever? Because now I have a different trauma, which would actually like make me become overly affectionate when I had my own children. Like I just wanted to love on them and you know what I'm saying? Like hug them and kiss them and protect them and let them know what real love felt like, because I don't know if that was my way of just feeling like I was going to protect them from, whoever out there like wanted to take advantage of them or whatever, I guess.
It makes sense.
Yeah. So
it makes sense.
Monkey Man, anything before we go on to the next? Yes, if y'all have questions, drop them in the comments, please. You on mute, brother. Hold on, I'll take you off.
Yeah, I can't really identify with that because I'm a hugging motherfucker. I love to hug. Only time I don't like to hug is when I got a girlfriend because I don't know. That's a mental shit that I have to work with because I know the hugs are friendly, but at the end of the day, other than that, I love to hug. I hug anything. Cats, dogs, babies, people. I don't give a damn. I think everybody need a hug just to let a person know that it's all right. But I understand where y'all come from as far as you only giving me a hug because of what you want or whatever you can get me out of or not. Because I know some people that's family and that's odd to me because like I know some people that's affectionate, family members are not affectionate with each other. Like they treat each other like niggas on the street. Damn, now I'm like I can't identify with that because of my family. We huggers, we call each other, we check generally check on a motherfucker just to see if you okay type shit and don't want nothing, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? So, you know, I can't too much identify. I might have to sit down though and really look at some other things though, but nah.
Yeah, and that's I mean, and that's the good thing. Like everybody can identify in their own way, and that's what this was about. Nobody's trauma will necessarily be the same all the way across the board, but you know, just to open up your mind and start, you know, thinking about it. Yeah, Dolly, it is a tough topic today. And again, this goes back to our series of asking and identifying, are you the problem? Because if you're an adult that still holds on to trauma and choose to be in a relationship with somebody, and that person needs you and wants for you to love them, you know, completely, if you can't show a person affection because you have not healed from your own trauma, that doesn't make you a good partner. And so that could be some of the disconnect in past relationships or the current relationship that you are in. And so that is why I wanted to do this, so we can, like, you know, our objective always is to be the solution, find the solution, so we can continue on and have healthier relationships. So okay, y'all ready for me to play the next clip? Okay, all right, here we go.
You may attract toxic relationships.
Oh, wait a minute. Ooh, let me take this back a little bit. Hold on. Jesus Christ.
Forming healthy attachments in
All right.
close relationships. Number 3, you may attract toxic relationships. All relationship and attachment with our parents tells us what relationships should look and feel like. So when we have toxic and abusive parents, we naturally seek toxic and abusive partners.
Let me pause right there.
Wait, CJ, this is random. Why did Aaron just tell me that? Because you remember I dropped him on the water bottles yesterday?
Yes.
Why he go to school and draw that? He's trying to get me taken out of here. Sorry. He talking in my ear right now. So, Bobby, I drew it because they asked me to.
Oh my God. They probably asked him, like, draw your last bad experience.
Okay, my bad.
No, you're good. Okay, so I wanted to pause it right there. Does everybody understand what a toxic relationship is?
Yes, ma'am.
Would you like to tell your explanation or your your definition of a toxic relationship?
Do I look like a dictionary? No, I'm just like a toxic relationship to me is when a person, you know what, Cat Williams said it. He said it not too long ago. He was like, toxic people just come in to your life to take instead of bringing anything to you. They just want to take. So I feel like with toxic relationships, it's when either one or both people, because you know toxic people love toxic people. Y'all are there to take or to get what you want out of the person, but you're not there to really build and be there to love and, you know, do what it takes to have a healthy relationship, like take accountability and learn each other and whatnot. You're just there to take what you can at the sea level, or not sea level. What am I trying to say? At the surface, you know, like you're not trying to get deep into the relationship. You just, yeah, I'm here. I want this. I want that. I don't really care about.
They're there,
you know, loving you
to get what they can get out of you in the situation.
Yeah. And it could be both. I mean, even with me, I've been in a toxic relationship. Was I quote unquote toxic? No, but I was still wanting something out of the relationship. That's the reason why I stayed.
Mm-hmm.
So,
okay. Anybody else want to give their definition of a toxic relationship before we continue on? No.
I think a toxic relationship too is, like she say, one thing about it is too, no understanding. Like she say, that person want what they want. There's no compromise in it. It's all about and then too, it might be some narcissism in there too, because every time if a person want what they want, or they don't want to understand your problems, it's all about their problems. So my thing is just this: a toxic relationship is no compromise. That's my whole thing with that.
Okay. All right. Salute nobody. No, it's nobody safe. All right. I've got to say the whole name. So definitely my definition of a toxic relationship, for one, is the person who knows that there is manipulation and narcissistic behavior going on, and it is to definitely take the narrative of the situation to benefit themselves. But then the person who actually sees the red flags and makes them yellow, they are also just as toxic as the person that is bringing the other things into the relationship. And what makes it both individuals toxic is because nobody can identify with what needs to happen for the better of themselves as individuals to have a healthier relationship. So, but you would have asked me that question 4 or 5 years ago, and I probably would have said, ain't nothing toxic about no relationships. People go through stuff. That's what they tell us. People gonna have problems. They gonna have situations. No, relationships are complicated to a certain extent, but if you do the work and people come in kind of healed and still healing, then it definitely doesn't have to be as chaotic as we've been led to believe. So before we move on, Tay, do you have anything to add? No, I can unmute you. Oh,
Okay, there we go. My bad. All of y'all, what all of y'all said, but just a person whose intentions is to seek, kill, and destroy, noticing that abuse ain't always just physical. It's emotional, it's verbal, it's financial, it's a lot of different things. So yeah, that's one of my little trigger areas. So I be trying to stay away from it, cause. But that's what I got. What y'all said plus that, and that's all.
all right, good stuff. So I'm
It's
gonna
a
go ahead
lot
and,
more, but
yeah, and I'm sure they're gonna say some more about it. So I'm gonna go ahead and play the rest of that little clip. One moment.
3. You may attract toxic relationships. All relationship and attachment with our parents tells us what relationships should look and feel like. So when we have toxic and abusive parents, we naturally seek toxic and abusive partners as adults. Toxic partners fit our trauma identity, and abusive relationships feel familiar to us. Number 4.
All right. So y'all know I love to deal with soul ties and familiarity. Right. Y'all know that's my shit. Like we could talk about that. As a matter of fact, Tay and I were just talking about that. Hello, Latonya. How you doing? Welcome to the chat. So let me tell y'all a little bit about, and we literally, like, I don't even have to play the rest of it, but we will. That's a real thing. And if anybody who doesn't know what soul ties are, I'm going to try to break this down really quick. We're talking about childhood trauma. And when it specifically, they use the word familiar, because when you are a child, if you're around abuse or if you're around a healthy environment where there's effective communication, as you grow up and develop, you are definitely going to carry on in those with those familiar habits and characteristics. So if you grew up in an environment where there was fighting and fussing, manipulation, and as a kid, you're a sponge, so you soak these things up. And what do you do as an adult? You actually, if you do not identify that within yourself, then you naturally want to be attracted to the person who has those traits, because it is what you are familiar with. And so we talk about muscle memory. We talk about it's one more that we talk about as far as being attached to what you know, being a product of your environment. If all you know is chaos, guess what? You may be attracted to somebody, but if you are not healed and that person brings a certain serenity and they're mature enough and they are actually healing, you will purposely try to start the confusion and the chaos to get that energy that you are used to. And so I talk about soul ties all the time because I want people to understand it is not just in relationships that soul ties can occur. Soul ties form but back when you are a child. That is where the familiar spirit begins to form. And so if you don't deal with it, you just grow up and become an adult that's constantly looking for that familiar energy. All right, so I just wanted to say that. Anybody have anything that they would like to input on what I just showed?
I think too, and I'm gonna say this on my behalf. I think because me and my mama never too much talked about relationships, like what type of relationship to have with a person. Because my thing, reason why I used to be in always in a lot of, I'm gonna say two things. Part of it is I never had a father to show me how to treat a woman because I was raised by the streets. Plus, I had a mama that didn't want to let go of her baby. You know what I'm saying? So she never too much talked about, like me and my mom never talked about sex. Never. You know what I'm saying? What I learned from the sex was watching porns, looking at porno books and all this other shit. And from these niggas on the music and from these niggas in the street. So I'm already building up toxicity, if that's a word, toxicity in myself. Yeah, I'm building it up in myself. So at the end of the day, when I do get in a relationship and me and my significant other do get into a disagreement or whatever the case may be, I don't even know how to even handle it. All I know how to say is B's and H's once I get mad. You see what I'm saying? So I believe too, sometimes us as parents help put the ingredients in our kids to be toxic. And that's just my take on it. Because like I say, my mom was a good parent, but there was some certain things that she didn't teach me, I guess, because she tried to keep that shelter around me to, you know, like I say, we never talked about sex. She never told me how to treat a woman. She just know I got a girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? And that's it. It's like, well, she didn't say, well, you know, you with this girl, you need to treat her like this. You need to take her out on a dinner. You need to do none of that shit. Never had none of those conversations. So, yeah, that's it for me.
So do you do you think that your mother didn't teach you those things because she didn't know, or do you think she didn't teach you those things for another purpose?
You know what? I never thought about that. She probably didn't know. She probably did, because you got to understand. And this is the thing about it. And I'm gonna share this with you. Hell, I was damn near grown before I started standing up to pee. If you understand what I'm saying, because she gonna teach me how to stand up and piss.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I guess because she don't know. What she don't know, she can't teach you, and I can't fault her for that. So, yeah.
Right. Okay, that's good. And I asked that question because when that's another thing. Y'all know me. I talk about me and my kids' relationships all the time, and so just understanding, especially when it comes to breaking generational curses and not wanting my children to be products of their environment, going back and having these conversations with them where I can identify when I was the problem. I could be honest and say there were some things that I just did not know. Hell, I had my first child at 16. My mother, they did not talk to us. They gave us instructions. You better not come home pregnant. Well, tell me why. You understand? And I can't blame her for mothering based on her situation and what she knew, but it definitely made me want to change the narrative when it came to me having kids. Like, I don't want to just tell my kids not to do something. I want them to know why, because then maybe it'll heighten the chance of them not doing it because they are given instruction. And so, like you said, definitely forgiving those before me that didn't know how to communicate, because I think that's a lot. I think that's a lot of our and people before us. Our issues is the lack of effective communication. Some people feel like if I talk about this, then it's gonna I'm gonna be shamed because maybe I don't know, or maybe it is my fault, or feeling a little guilty because a child went through certain things when they were the parent. And then you have some people on the flip side, what they do is they become manipulative with the child. Well, you look at you shouldn't have did this. Well, no, you as a parent, you should have did better as far as, even if you didn't know, communication. But that's neither here nor there. We'll table that conversation for another day. But all right, Tay, anything? I can touch the screen for you if you want me to unmute. Okay, no. Lily D, you still there?
Yes. But she thought I left.
I mean, you jumped off the screen. You was looking so cute over there in the window. I thought you was shooting a music video or something.
I had to turn it around because I was just looking at the birds and stuff. I was distracted. But what we were talking about, toxic relationship?
Yeah.
And what, like how?
Whatever. No, I was just giving my input. Basically, you answered it when I identifying a toxic relationship.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't really have that now.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll play the next clip. But before I do, Dolly, Latanya, Tyrone, let's see, everybody in the chat. Who did I miss? Who did I miss? Nobody's safe. I want to thank you all. BX Queen, she was in here. Thank y'all for tuning in. And we've got about another maybe 15 or 20 minutes, and then we're going to close this out. Y'all know I don't like to have y'all on here for too long. So, all right, here we go. The next clip.
Number 4. You may give in to addictions. People who have been abused as a child try to self-medicate their past trauma and underlying internal conflicts with substances, alcohol, or even food, leading to addiction. Meet Becky, a happy and cheerful little girl who was always criticized by her dad. No matter what she did or achieved as a child, she could never make her dad proud of her. As Becky grew up, it became hard for her to cope with her difficult.
Hold on. What the hell is Tyrone talking about? Don't start singing that damn song.
Oh, yeah, because I started singing it. You ain't hear me?
No, what song?
I was singing, you better call Tyrone. I can't say it.
Okay, my bad. All right, so I'm okay, before I play this again, yeah, please, Dolly, I was just about to say this one here may be a little triggering to anybody. So Dolly, if you could please, hey Bass, salute. I'm gonna start it over, but for anybody, like, I want y'all to know this is a safe place. Dolly Bear is gonna drop some links in the comments, and if you are dealing with this or if it sparks something in you, please take advantage of the resources. If y'all need to inbox me after we're done with this, just for a listening ear, I promise you this is a safe place. Okay, I'm gonna just go ahead and start this one over though, and I think this is gonna be the last one that we close out with. There we go. Fourth sign. Here we go.
Number 4, you may give in to addictions. People who have been abused as a child try to self-medicate their past trauma and underlying internal conflicts with substances, alcohol, or even food.
Hey, your microphone on mute.
And sugary treats and desserts.
Oh shoot!
While this made her feel good, safe, and comfortable, soon she
I thought it was me.
First of all, I apologize. I realized that when you said it, like, wait a minute, I muted myself. They can't hear that because I was trying to make sure my background wasn't distracting. Okay, I'm so sorry. Starting over for the last time, y'all.
Number 4, you may give in to addictions. People who have been abused as a child try to self-medicate their past trauma and underlying internal conflicts with substances, alcohol, or even food, leading to addiction. Meet Becky, a happy and cheerful little girl who was always criticized by her dad. No matter what she did or achieved as a child, she could never make her dad proud of her. As Becky grew up, it became hard for her to cope with her difficult emotions. Sadly, she found solace in sugary treats and desserts. While these made her feel good, safe, and comfortable, soon she became addicted to sugar. It was only after her physical health started to get affected due to her sugar addiction, Becky realized what sort of a poison she was consuming to deal with her childhood trauma.
Come celebrate
All right.
Paperspace's newest home
Hold on. Okay. Yeah. Pause it. All right. That's a good one. And Monkey Man, if you are up for it, I want to know, did you just identify with that in any way?
Well, you know, I'm an expert about addiction. So look here. Most of everybody in NA, AA, CA, whatever anonymous program they in, okay, so when we say this, drugs was just the mere symptom of our problem, which means the drugs wasn't really the problem. It was the childhood issue. It was the shit that we put in our, like when you do a fourth step, and the fourth step is taking inventory. You write down all the shit in your life that traumatized you in your life. And like I say, a lot of the shit that we dealt with from kids all the way up, we find ourselves in, like, and don't get me wrong, if let me say this, it's called drug abuse. So if you smoking a little weed here and there, that's not drug abuse. But if you smoking weed every minute on the minute, damn near you can't, you know what I'm saying? Then that's a problem, because now you're abusing the drug. There's nothing to, okay, or drink you a beer. There's nothing wrong with getting off of work and drinking you a couple of beers. But when you sitting here drinking and drinking and drinking, you can't even go to work without getting high, or you can't go to work without drinking, you got a problem. And that stems from something that you're not dealing with. So at the end of the day, like Big Girl with the sugar thing she was just talking about, he was just talking about, that's her coping mechanism. Only reason the big book of Alcoholics Anonymous say the only reason why we drink alcohol is not because of the taste, it's because of the feeling that it produced once we drank it. We get how to feel better. We do certain things, like her eating that sugar, that makes her feel better. That makes her feel good. You know what I'm saying? We're feel good junkies, because like her daddy just did, no matter what because she got the attention she needed from her mama, but her main focus was getting attention from her daddy, and nothing that she did would make him happy. So when she tried to please him and it wasn't good enough, she run to go get some sugar so she can feel better now. And that's the same thing in life. It's something that we missing, and it don't make us feel good. So we use a vice to make that feeling better in our life, if y'all understand what I'm saying.
Oh yeah, completely understand what you're saying. And the crazy thing is, addiction does not just happen in drugs or in alcohol. I had my moment, like, you know what I'm saying, coming out of teenage years into my 20s, where I was a little hot, like just gonna do my little thing. And I had to sit down with myself and understand that was an addiction, because anytime, like you said, you're doing something and you're doing it excessively, it's because you're trying to suppress something. And so for me, like, that was a go-to thing for me. And I did, with therapy and everything, helped me to identify it was multiple things. Of course, it was the abuse from the, I don't know, can we say that on here? The predators. Okay, it was the abuse from them, but then it was also neglect from my childhood, like just wanting my mother to love me, because again, I was getting love from everybody else, but the one who I wanted it from the most, I wasn't. And so that would definitely lead me to suppress some stuff. But then when I got to the point to where I was able to just do what I wanted to do, oh yeah, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use this to make up for what I was lacking, or to suppress some feelings or whatever. So anybody else?
Oh, okay, I guess I go. Liquor. No, I'm saying, let me stop here. But yeah, for real. Who gave me my first thing of liquor? Brian. The one you gonna meet next week.
We gonna meet next week. Where the liquor at?
He gave me my first thing of liquor when I was 12. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But even then, I didn't start hitting it until I was like, oh wait a minute. I started taking shots when I used to sneak the liquor out of my mama's cabinet and blame it on him. And then I was like, oh yeah, I think the first time I ever took shots, I was maybe 15. It was like shortly after my cousin passed away, and I just sat there drinking shots. I was like, oh, I like the way this feels. I started taking alcohol to middle school and everything. But it's gotten better now. But yeah, that and I know like I started catching a little addiction. It might be funny, but crab boils at one point they made me so happy.
I know. Right. It's
too.
comfort food. It's comfort food.
But yeah, other than that, yeah, alcohol and the comfort food.
But like I was just read Monkey Man's wife yesterday, and I was telling her like, so my grandmother passed away, and then my brother passed away a couple of years later. My grandmother, it had an effect on me, but it wasn't as bad. But when my brother passed, that was like, oh my God, my grandmother's gone. Now my brother's gone. So I started going to the game room. Going to the game room was my alcohol. It was my drug. And I'm just sitting at that machine. I literally told her yesterday, Tay was there, because we was at Tay house. I was getting my nails done. I went to the game room one day because it was just about pushing that button and my mind being somewhere else to deal with the hurt that I was feeling. I'm at the machine. I won $1,200. Tell me why I gave all $1,200 of that money back in that machine, and then got up and left and went back to my shop, grabbed some money from my drawer, and went back to the game room and lost some more. But it wasn't about a win for me at that point. It was, this is what I'm doing to keep my mind off of my reality of getting my shit together and moving forward without my brother being here. And then in that moment, and this went on for about a year and a half after my brother passed away. Okay. I'm talking about just every night, finish my clients, going to the game room. And it took a minute for me to realize that that's what I was doing. This was suppression. And then now this is my addiction, and it's not helping me. It's not keeping my mind off of anything. It was just getting me through the motion. So I thought, you know what I'm saying? Get me through the moment or whatever. But addiction definitely can be real. But I love the fact that the video breaks down that at the end of the day, the addiction can stem from a childhood related issue. And that's what I want, you know what I'm saying, people to understand. Now that don't mean we have to go back and blame everything on our childhood, or that don't mean even if we identify with it that it's still okay, you know what I'm saying, now to make an excuse for it. It's really the purpose is to identify if you do have any unresolved trauma. So now you can, take the necessary steps that you need to take to heal. And that the one thing about healing is it don't happen overnight. It sometimes it actually can get the recognizing it can be the hardest part. Because it takes a lot out of you to recognize that, oh, this is a problem. This is an issue. But it takes a mature person to actually be able to do that and then see what they can do with it. So with that being said, anybody else would like to add on here before we bring it to a close?
I just want to know, like, how long that video, they got some more stuff to it.
I was just about to say, I know I said that this was going to be the closeout, but they have 4 to 5 more episodes that I would like us to end with, because it goes all the way through and then it gives a conclusion.
Yeah.
So if y'all are okay with it, then I would love for us to pick back up next week and just finish it out if we can. If not, we can spread it out to 2 more times.
Yeah, hey, however you want to do it, because I enjoy this.
Okay, I was just about to ask everybody your opinion on it. I know, it's different than what we normally do, but how did y'all feel about today's segment and the information?
Well, for me, I know that the information helps. Like I say, if you're not working on yourself, like, it'll help you understand some things about yourself. Like, everybody's not in a AA program or any type of, or not even that. A lot of people not getting therapy and all that to identify the problems in their life, because a lot of time, and don't get me wrong, sometimes it's not what a person done to us. Like if you have been or because we can't say that word,
Right.
or you been R word or M word. No, that's not your fault. Your fault come in is how did you deal with it? Did you get high behind it? Did you or did you take that frustration out on somebody else's child or another person? So it's about how you deal with it. It's not about if you don't, especially getting older, I mean, especially as us being older, we just not realizing, well, I'm gonna put it like this, in our culture, at our age, now we just now realize that it's okay to talk about stuff that happened in the household. It was a time in our life where we couldn't talk about this to nobody. You better not even tell the people at school. You know what I'm saying? Like if you got a whip on you, or you from getting a whooping or anything, you tell them you fell down or anything. So like today, that's the thing about it. So it's okay to talk about it, and I'm talking to the people in the chat because y'all already know, the people on the panel already know. But I'm telling people, but make sure whoever you talking to is the right person. You can't just talk to anybody. Don't just run out there and go tell anybody. And this motherfucker here go run their mouth to everybody. So I wouldn't advise that. You want to have, in the big book, it say you want to find a closed mouth friend that you can talk to. So you want to have a closed mouth friend that you can talk to and give you advice, or if they can't give you advice, at least direct you to somewhere to get help, like Dolly about putting the necessary things on here for y'all to go look up. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with finding out what's wrong. That's all I got.
I love it. I love it. I agree. And just to piggyback and add on, the safe place. And one thing, y'all, we seeing the effect of not being able to tell, like Monkey Man just said, we seeing the effect now. Look at the P. Diddy, look at the TD Jakes, look at, the Tyler Perry, look at how everybody now is being exposed, and people are saying, no, we're going to tell. You took advantage of us, or however it's coming about. And I think that, yes, I'm gonna take a little spiritual here. I sure am. I think God is upset because so much time has passed by. So many of his people, his children have suffered because of certain cultures, certain communities just staying up under the spell that was casted. I'm gonna say it like that. And so it is perfectly okay. Again, like Monkey Man said, if something was done to you, that was not your fault. But if you don't take the necessary steps that you need to take to be able to identify, take ownership of your life, heal, so you can go on with life. And some situations are just more detrimental. And that's not what we're saying. We're not saying everything is going to be that easy for you to get up and just move on. But there is help out there if you do not have the strength to do it on your own. Like you said, surround yourself around some people who you see and you hear that they're not going to down you. They're not going to make fun of you, or they're not gonna make you feel uncomfortable because you're choosing to come forward. And then also, if you're already a victim, don't continue to be a victim. I hope that makes sense what I'm saying, because we do have a lot of people that are content with being victims. It is imperative that you remove yourself from that victim mentality, because if you continue on, you then become the abuser. If you were abused and you have these issues, and now all you can do is woe is me, woe is me, woe is me, you're the victim. If you don't remove that status and that title from yourself, you will eventually become the abuser. And you know what they say, hurt people hurt people. And then you're over here telling your story to get someone's empathy, But that is when now you can kind of become the manipulator, because the story should be told for healing. The story should be told because you want to identify and move on and become a better person. So we do have to play both sides when we have these conversations, because we don't want anybody to be taken advantage of, but we don't want somebody to take advantage of because they were taken advantage of, if that makes sense. So y'all, I think we went over. We are it's 4 minutes over. So just want to tell you guys again, the panel, thank y'all. We thought today was gonna be the last day, but this video was amazing. I need to go back and make sure that I saved it so we can pick back up next week. Anybody got any closing remarks before we get up out of here? Salute to everybody in the chat. Thank y'all again for joining. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all so much. Anybody got anything they want to say before we get out of here?
I got a quick something to say that you just said. I don't really think God upset, because I think the devil upset, because the devil is, because that's the thing about everybody mad at Cat Williams. Well, not everybody. Most of the people in the industry mad at Cat Williams, not because of what he said, but because of the secrets that he told. You see what I'm saying? All the bullshit that's going on. Ain't nobody mad at what he said. It was just the secrets that he told. And that's what it is right now. I think 2024 is the year of exposing everything. And that's the thing about it. Everybody needs to expose things in their life. I'm not saying to the public, but that's why. See, sometimes this internet is here to distract, and sometimes it's here for information. Some people like me, I come on here and vent, just to talk and get some feedback, or just to vent to get it off my chest so I won't explode. So at the end of the day, that's why YouTube is getting to a point now they want to censor everything, because they don't want people to come out telling all the truth. You know what I'm saying? They trying to put a cap on it, because if that's the thing about it. They made YouTube and all this social media stuff for other entertainment purposes, but it's really educational purposes too on a lot of ends, to learn about yourself and make yourself a better person. We can learn about BBLs and enhancing our body, but we can also come on here and learn about enhancing our minds and freeing ourselves.
Yep. And no, and you're absolutely right. And that's why I said what I said. God is mad, because I'll go back to the statement that Kanye West made that got everybody in an uproar. We chose to be slaves. God did not design. We were not created for those things. But somewhere down the line, we fell into the bullshit. We allowed them to do what they did. We got scared. And so for years, we have just sat and just went with whatever somebody told us to do. God is in my heart, in my mind, God is pissed. He's pissed about that, because somebody has taken advantage, but you can't say they took advantage if we never did anything. And so now I just feel like he allowing all the shit to come out, because those people who are tired, sick and tired, they finally are bold enough to say something.
So you say, okay, I get you now. So you saying, yeah, because we've been in slavery so long, and we ain't talking about that slavery, but the mental slavery. I see what you're saying, for so long. Now we freeing ourselves. I got you. Because we should have. I got you. Now we should have been done this shit. Yeah.
Should have been done it.
Yeah.
Yep, should have been done it. And guess what? And just to piggyback on what you said about Cat Williams, like you said, they mad because he's saying something. Because nobody has said, anybody that he told the secrets of, ain't nobody came out and said he was lying.
Ain't nobody say he was lying.
So they only pissed because he said something. And y'all think about the very statement that had all of us fucked up as kids. Well, go on in my house, stay in my house. So in the entertainment business, and we all know this, we talk about this shit all the time. In order for you to become elite and get into secret parties and have the statuses, you can't tell what the hell go on behind the scenes. Why is that? It's because there's a lot of manipulation that goes on. If the success is the success, what the hell I gotta be quiet about it for?
What's up, Jay Rich? What's up, Loco?
Salute, Loco. Hey, Jerry, if you rich. So yeah, if if everything is what it is, then what I gotta be quiet about it for? And that's the part when I say, yeah, God is pissed off. He upset, he mad. And now, some people are just bold enough to put it out there. And again, which is why I definitely have no problem, using my platform to talk about shit that needs to be talked about, especially when it comes to different communities and different cultures. Get the help that you need, because a lot of people are around here with these masks on. And I think that's what we're gonna go into too after we finish this. Are you a part of the problem? We gonna dig into, like, do you have the mask on? Because
Ooh, I like that.
yeah, do you have the mask on? And it is definitely, after we identify the trauma, how do you remove the mask? Because a lot of us are walking around here, we smiling, but when you move that mask on the other side, it's a whole nother face. When these cameras go off, we don't get to see who each other is at home when we in the dark, by ourselves. Our family does. Our family gets to see all those intimate moments. But a lot of us are walking around here hurt. And that's why, this here that we did today was so important, because we want to identify where the hurt comes from. And again, as the video stated, most of the trauma that adults still have today, it stemmed from the childhood in the house with the parents. Some parents were overly loving. Some parents did not love at all, didn't know affection, and can't blame them because they didn't understand what it was. But now we want to be a part of the solution. So we're going to continue to identify with those things. So salute, D-Mac. So yeah, we'll pick back up on this next Monday. I will be on time. And I'll just do what I did. Like, technology is great, but I'll do what I did today. I will flip that camera around and let y'all see my laptop. Ain't nothing wrong with it for me. But Lily D, go ahead and tell us what you have coming up, and then we'll just go across the screen, and then we'll do our closing and get on up out of here.
Sorry, y'all. My son, all in the way. What do I have coming? Oh shoot, yeah, next week. Dang, I wish there was a way I could show it. In Atlanta, on January 18th. Sorry. I'll be doing a show in Atlanta. It's for
I'm gonna be her backup.
Oh,
I'm gonna be her backup dancer and singer.
It's for multiple sclerosis. It's in honor of my aunt who passed away 2019. Yeah. And it's me and my cousin. Come on out. We're gonna have fun. And then after that, I don't really have no shows or nothing coming up. But my album's out. I'm supposed to have a feature come out too.
You want to go ahead and let them know what the album is and where it's
Oh yeah, Lily D Free. And it's on all platforms.
You know what? She just
and I got a new website too. I got new shirts. I forgot them. I'm sorry. I'm distracted because they let these kids out 2 hours early because of a storm. The storm ain't here yet. So I'm trying to figure out why he here right now. That's why I kept looking out that window. Back then, they would have told us to get under the table and risk it all. Like, now they at school 2 hours.
I know why you looking out that window. I know you.
She looking for the
Ain't nobody come. First of all, I'm on the 3rd floor. Okay. And if I do anything, I have accomplices.
Monkey Man, she looking for the police. She's trying to make sure they don't raid her house.
They got my old address in North Carolina.
Oh my goodness.
But no, yeah. I got a show next week. The album's out, and then I just made a new website, and I got merchandise out.
Y'all, please. She's being very modest right now. The girl is cold. The vocals, like, the girl is sick with it, y'all. Please go check that album out. Lily D Free, streaming everywhere. My favorite song, y'all, is Searching for You. So when you go, listen to that one first, and then you can listen to all the rest of them. But she's really awesome. She's bringing back R&B, like that real R&B shit. Now, she do got one where she put a dude in the trunk of the car, and tied him up and left him on the rooftop.
I didn't do it.
Okay. She had her homegirl to tie the dude up and put him in the trunk of the car. And Monkey Man is witness. He's a witness to it. And so when y'all see her looking over the shoulders, it's because it's a warrant out for her arrest.
Yep.
It's a warrant out for her arrest. But yeah, no, she's really dope, and she does have a website. Like she just said. You want to tell them what the website is?
It's very complicated. I'm gonna have to probably put, it's that LilyD.square.
Okay, so the next time, y'all, we'll just have it in the comments. But she is on Facebook, Lily D. She's on TikTok, Lily D. YouTube page, Lily D. So I think if y'all go to either one of those, she got the website in the links, and y'all definitely can follow her and just go support. Like, just go support her. She's doing some positive stuff or whatever, and she's a really good person outside of the entertainment, business herself. That's why that's my little sis, and we didn't connected, and I love her so, and just want to support her. And she's doing great things. So we're really proud of her. We really and truly is. Now this man don't need no introduction. But Mr. Monkey Man himself, would you like to say anything before we get off of here?
Yeah, man. So we got a search team looking for that dude that she's searching for, and we got 2 available women right here that need a date to the show.
I'm fit to mute the hell. Just ignore that. Scratch that from me.
See, that's what I'm saying. They don't want me to help how I want to help.
No. Yeah. Not on this internet. Man, no. Man.
Nah, hold on, man. Y'all gotta see this though. Watch this. This shit crazy. Y'all see that?
What is that? That's his face?
Yeah, and this is girl. That nigga ain't got no mouth.
Wait, he probably had a mouth when they got together.
No, he never had one. I'm finna watch that.
Oh, she getting that check. She getting that check. She getting that disability check, baby.
Yeah, I don't know how a nigga with no mouth put, cause she bad too. I don't know how a nigga with no mouth put. I ain't gonna get into that. See, my mind gets running.
She getting that disability check. That's what. See what I'm saying?
Yeah, but nah, man, I got some things brewing up. I got my new co-host to the show, Velveeta Macaroni. She gonna be new. She's the usher at Reverend Keep Flowing Dollar Church. She's the head usher there, and he's gonna indoctrinate her very soon. That show coming very soon.
Amen.
Amen. And I might go live later on. I don't know what I'm gonna talk about, because y'all going to bingo tonight, right?
We is, but I got time if you do it before then. But we is going to bingo.
No, I'm going when y'all go to bingo, because that's my free time.
Oh, okay. But I ain't gonna be tuning in, because I'm gonna be trying to get a couple of dollars.
Yeah. So man, with that being said, we got on TMB with Monkey Man. Tomorrow I will be doing the show with B-Tab for sure, because we was gonna do it tonight, but she already got a show tonight. She doing poetry tonight. I forgot what was the name of the club, and it's in that phone that I'm using. So I will have B-Tab for show on tomorrow night. And and I'm supposed to have Brother Gregory on this weekend too. Let me still see if I'm gonna do Brother Gregory.
Who is Brother Gregory? Is that a pastor?
No, he's a Hebrew Israelite, and I was gonna ask him some questions about the Hebrew Israelites.
Oh, okay.
Why more people going towards Hebrew Israelite instead of the Christian faith? Why more black people? I'm trying to. I'm going to find out, because I see. So you got different type of Hebrew Israelites, and all of them don't. And it's just like all the rest of the religions. You got Southern Baptists, all these different. So just like with Muslims, you got Shiites and Sunnis. You got everybody one thing, but they don't agree on the same thing. So we're gonna bust all this down. That's coming up this Saturday, I think.
Okay.
And I haven't been advertising it, but I'm finna start advertising. So.
And then also one thing he's forgetting, that Tay, who was on here earlier, Touched by Tay, actually just asked him on yesterday to be here.
Oh,
Is
yeah.
it like the marketing video guy? Like what was the position?
Well, what we're gonna do is like every time any event she has, she want me to come and interview people and broadcast the event to the people on the thing. So yeah, so we got Tay and J. We're gonna have Tay and J Media, which I'm gonna be going out to different events. Like Tay, she's a artist. I might call it Art Animal Entertainment. We don't know yet. I like Art Animal.
Yeah.
Because I'm an animal and she's an artist.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I want to go to the different spots, and it's not just for interview, but it's for people that want something to do. Go find some shit to do. Like, damn, what can I take this chick out on a date, or where can I go to a good place to go eat, and all this here, wherever we go. So I'm gonna be filming it, be bringing that to y'all. So yeah, that's what's finna start happening right there. So right now it's Tay and J Media. So we finna start broadcasting from all the events, live events here in Houston or surrounding areas.
That part. So proud of you. Proud of you guys, and just happy to be attached to y'all. And let me tell y'all something. 2024 is starting off amazing and just going boom. So we say that all the time. Like, we're happy to have this platform here on the internet to bring what we bring. But in these streets, we moving, and we've been moving. So you better catch the train, because it's gone. It's gone at this point. We selling tickets. We got a few tickets, but not many. So you might want to get on it like right now. But with that being said, CJ doesn't have much coming up besides next week. Again, like he said, check out TMB this Thursday. We don't know what the topic is, because y'all know how he do. He just gonna throw us in there, and we love it. We gonna roll. We gonna roll with the punches. I do have my website, Lock Love 227. We have our rose infused oil for your hair, skin, and beards. We also have merchandise. We have the Lock Gang shirts. We have, and it's my printing company. So if you ever just need something and you want something printed, customized, you can also contact me for that. No order too small, no order too big. It is what it is. We have our Bad Hair Day hats and beanies that we have relaunched. So check those out. And then we also getting ready to add some of the beanies and the hats for the guys. We went ahead and came up with a slogan, just one little cute slogan for the dudes right now. And it is what it is. It's for females and males too, but that'll be up on the website later. And then y'all know, Monkey Man forgot to mention, he also has his merch. He does have the TMB with Monkey Man shirts that you could purchase with him. He's working on his website right now as well to get that up and running for you guys. So we just want to thank y'all for the continued love and support. I think on next week I am actually going to do a free giveaway. So make sure when you get the notification, you tune in, because you have to be in the live at the time of the announcement to actually get whatever it is that I'll be giving away on next week. So that's all I have. Again, Dolly, thank you so much for what you do. Thank you for dropping those links. Thank you to everybody in the chat that chimed in. Jersey, Loco, D-Mac. I know we saw BX Queen in here at one time. Bass, thank you guys. And then Dolly, I believe that was your friend that came on in here. Tyrone was in here. LaTanya, thank y'all so much. We appreciate y'all. We can't we'll do it. We'll be on here talking to ourselves. We really will. But it's just great to know that, you guys come in here and y'all listen to us. And hopefully something is always said that you could take with you and apply to your everyday life. With that being said, we love you guys. And we're going to roll out.
Ooh.
Yo, man, this a hit.
You made me go, ooh la la la. It's a brand new feeling for me, natural healing for me. I think you was meant for It's a brand new